Welcome to the fourth and final game of the day. This is between the 5 seeded Arizona Heat and the 4 seed Montreal Terrapins. Um, for those who have missed the first three UAFL games today, Green Bay beat Louisiana to get, so that means the 1 seed has moved on. The 2 seed San Francisco Sharks have also moved on, defeating New York. And the 3 seeded Mexico City Jaguars have also moved on, um, as they defeated. I don't remember already. I already forgot, even though I just recorded it this morning. Um, they defeated Chicago. That's who it was. Um, which means the winner of this game is going to Green Bay, as the next round is going to be really difficult for either of these two teams if they move on. But let's not focus on the divisional round until tomorrow, when it actually starts. Speaking of the divisional, for those who will be watching the divisional, both AFC and NFC games are going to be played on the same day again. This is the wild card is the only round that does not happen in, because there are 8 games in this round of the playoffs. So let's check the weather real quick before we start. It is currently cloudy outside in Montreal. It is actually nighttime right now in Montreal because this is our 7:30 game, which is the latest that UAFL games can be scheduled for. It is currently overcast out there, and there's no wind at all, so our experts say that both teams have an equal shot at this game, so this is going to be the best game that you can get in the playoffs. Montreal has a 1% favor. They're in favor by only 1%, so it's not that much. Okay, so the Arizona Heat have won the toss. And here we go. The final game of the night. The time zone difference is big for both of these teams. As for Arizona, they are in the Pacific, actually maybe the Mountain Time. I think they're in Mountain Time. And Montreal is in Eastern Time, so it is quite a difference. Arizona had to come all the way from Phoenix to be here, as they traveled up to Canada's only team that has made the playoffs this season. As the other 6, well, let's just say they all missed the playoffs. With here is Arizona on third down. There's already third down. And the Heat is going to punt back to the Terrapins. It is 1st and 10. And the Terrapins are going to get tackled for a loss. Montreal has had... This is the first time the Terrapins have ever made the playoffs as well. There's a lot of newcomers this season. We have Indianapolis, Cleveland, Louisiana, Mexico City, and Montreal all being new to the UAFL playoffs. Oh, not to mention, we're also... As there were once 10 teams in the playoffs, now there's only 9. And by the end of this game, there's going to be 8. As we started this playoff season with 20. So we've already eliminated more than half of the teams out of the playoffs. And it's only the second of 5 rounds. Here's Davidson. He represents Montreal. It's incomplete. It is 2nd down. Here's Davidson. There's a flag on the field. It is against Montreal. And the Terrapins will go back to where they were. And then go back 10 more after that. Go! 3rd down for the Terrapins. It's going to be difficult to convert this one. The Terrapins had a very underdog-like season in their division. They managed to win the division, which is a feat that should have been nearly impossible for this team considering the strength of New York. As if you watched that previous game, you know how good New York is. Even though they did lose, they didn't lose by 14 points to San Francisco. But the question is, can Montreal get through Arizona? Because Arizona is the best wildcard team. There's a flag. It's a face mask, so that's going to be a total of a 32-yard gain if you add the penalty to it. Here's Nelson. Arizona's in field goal range. Here's Norris on 1st and 10. Second and 8. For those who have missed the statement during the first game of the day, the schedules, the full season schedules for all 8 division winners for next season have been released. This is especially important if you are Buffalo or Cleveland. because they have already been eliminated out of the playoffs. So, of course, they would like to know who they're playing next season. Those schedules are now available. Oh! Montreal got the ball after Arizona was on the verge of scoring a touchdown. What a fumble recovery. The Terrapins are on the 7-yard line. See if they can escape here. Both teams have similar color schemes. Both of them have the red and yellow. It's just different shades of red and yellow. There is not really much of a difference, if you ask me, but Montreal's is a little bit redder than Arizona's. Here's Nelson. Here's Norris on 1st and 10, sacked by the defense. And it's now 2nd and 18. Here's Norris. And it's a 1st down. Three yards for Arizona. And this should be the final play of the quarter, and it is this is the only game this playoff season that has ended the first quarter without a score. Pass is incomplete. It's 4th down. The Heat will kick a field goal. Both of these two teams are almost equally matched against each other. So these two teams are going to play really hard to try to win this game. Arizona takes the lead 3-0 after the field goal. Here's Davidson. Throws to Cunningham. Is caught for 6 yards. Here's Boyd. It's a first down for the Terrapins. The winner of this game is going to Green Bay. So, if whoever wins this game will have to prepare for them in the third round of playoffs. Here's Davidson. He screens it to Boyd. It's a gain of 3. Davidson's going to run. It's going to be no gain on this play. What was the quarterback thinking? There were so many people you could have passed to, but you decided to run it like Lamar Jackson and not go anywhere. Go. Davidson passes. It's caught by Cunningham for a first down. Terrapins should be in field goal range, as long as they're able to make a 51-yarder. Go! 5-yard gain here. It is 2nd and 5. Here's a pass. It's incomplete, and that is 4th down. We're going to see what they're going to decide to do. They're on the 32. They're going to kick a field goal to tie it. Go. The kick is good, but not by much. It's 3-3. And Arizona will run this one. And gets stopped before the 20. That is a good play by special teams. Here's Norris. He throws it. Incomplete. Drake on the defense. Here's Norris. 2nd and 10. He screens to Jones. Here's Jones, a loss of 3 here. It's 4th and 6. It is 3-3. Here's Boyd. He's going to get a first down for Montreal. Terrapins have had a good season so far. They have won enough games to win the division. And they only won the division because the New York Barons managed to choke the division away. As well, because Montreal did lose to the Barons. I think. Actually, no. They beat the Barons. The Terrapins was one of the only teams that beat the Barons. That's why they are That's why they did not win the division. And that's why the Montreal is the 4 seed, and that's why New York ended up being the 7 seed. If the Terrapins win, there's going to be 0 upsets in the NFC side of the playoffs in this round of the playoffs. AFC side had 2, with both the 9 seed and the 5 seed getting victories. Arizona's going to return this one to the 23. Here's Norris. Caught by Simmons for a 37-yard gain. Two-minute warning is struck in Arizona. First down, Arizona.
Go.
Norris throws. It is intercepted. Yardborg has intercepted the football. And the Terrapins will take over. The quick pass is incomplete.
Go.
Here is Davidson. He throws it away. Here's Boyd. He's not going to get very far as the Terrapins are going to punt this one away. Arizona's going to use their first timeout. No touchdowns so far. Picked off. Foster has picked off the ball. The Montreal defense is doing really well. However, they did just lose one of their members on their defense, as Montreal has been playing very well today despite playing an elite team like Arizona. Oh! Picked off again. Arizona has it back. And we have seen 2 interceptions in a row. Here's a quick pass caught by Simmons. Shaw's returning from injury. He's going to be back when the offense comes back on the field. Throws deep. Incomplete. I think he dropped it. Number 16 dropped it. Simmons is out for Arizona for the rest of this game. That's going to really hurt the Heat, as he is one of their go-to receivers.
Go.
Quick pass to Nelson for 5 yards. It's third down, though. Chavez is coming in support to replace the fallen Heat member. And this ball is incomplete. It's fourth down. Nelson dropped the ball. And we're going to have a field goal that's likely going to bring it 6-3. Kick is good. I guess the Heat can't tolerate the 9-degree weather, I'd say. I mean, this team is from Arizona. They're used to temperatures as high as 110 on a regular basis during the summer. The temperature's so high that it is hot enough to cook humans alive on the sidewalk. First down, Montreal. Intercepted. This is a back and forth pickoff game, as both teams' defenses haven't given us a show. As it's just turnover after turnover after turnover. I don't even remember how many turnovers I've seen. Arizona's used all their timeouts. This one is incomplete. And Baker, the defensive tackle, is gone for the rest of this game. A lot of people have been getting injured in this game. Morris is going to get a first down, but that game is going to end the first half. Terrapins will receive in the second half. No touchdowns yet, if we will get any at all. Because it's been half the game, no one's scored a touchdown yet. Both teams are crippled because they've lost crucial pieces of their franchises in the first half. And Montreal will start this one on the 30. Here's Davidson. He throws to a wide open man. Oh! He juked him. Stanley's on the foot race. And he is gone. Touchdown. The first touchdown of the game goes to the Terrapins. And they're going to take the lead. It took long enough to see our first touchdown, and Montreal is the one to do it. What an absolute monster of a throw. My question is, what happened to Arizona? Oh, the PAT is no good. Harrison missed it. And just like that, it is 6-9. You would. Here's a quick pass to Chavez, who's in substitution for Harrison. Jones is going to lose a yard here. This is a caught for a first down. 1st and 10 for Arizona.
Hike.
Norris on the throw. Caught by Chavez. 1st and goal for the Heat. Chavez is doing great as a backup, as Arizona are going to need him. Quick pass to Chavez. He gets 3 yards for the Heat. 2nd down. Here is Jones. He's going to get 5 yards. It's 3rd and inches. Quick pass. Touchdown, Arizona. Morris with the catch. And the Heat will take the lead. It's 12-9. Now for the PAT. It is barely good. Keep in mind, there is no wind in this game, by the way. So these field goal units mustn't be slacking today when it comes to accuracy, especially Montreal. And the Terrapins will start on the 22. And Arizona just lost a member from their offense on that play. He's expected to return. It's one of their wide receivers. They've already have one out for the whole game, and now there's 2 of them out. Penalty against Arizona. Davidson sacked. 2nd and 16. Here's Davidson. He throws it. It's incomplete. There's a flag. It is pass interference against the offense. That sure didn't look like pass interference against the offense. Because it looked like he was about to pick off the ball. Here's a huge first down reception for Montreal to get a first down. It was 2nd and 26 previously. Here's Boyd. It's a 9-yard gain on this play. Davidson loses 8 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Hike.
3rd and 9. Davidson to incomplete. Horton on the defense. Ball is the punter. And now Arizona's back on the field. And there's a flag. It is a false start against the offense against Herman Nelson. And Albert is returning from injury. Oh, that's funny. I haven't seen Albert get used all game as a wide receiver, so why is he injured? Arizona's going to bring the fullback. 2-yard gain on the play. Here's Jones. He gets the first down for Arizona. Jones gets another first down for Arizona. The Heat might have found a way to beat through Montreal. Let's see how this game progresses. It's 13 and 9.
Hike.
Here's Jones. It's a first down.
Hike.
Here's Jones. It's 3rd and 4. First down, it's 1st and goal for Arizona. They're likely going to take another touchdown.
Set hike.
And it is good for a touchdown as Arizona extends their lead to what it looks like to be 11. Now the Terrapins are looking like they're in trouble. Arizona can still heat up even during the winter. Second and 12. Deep pass, incomplete. 3rd and 12.
Go.
First and 10 for Montreal. Terrapins get the first down.
Set hike.
Here's Davidson. Throws it to Burgess. And he gets the first down.
Go.
And this is not going to stand as a first down. It's a penalty. It's a loss of 10. First and 20.
Set hike.
Here's Boyd. Second and 11.
Hike. Said hike.
Here's Boyd. He gets the first down and touchdown, Montreal. Terrapins score, and they're going to bring this game closer. They're going to elect to go for 2 here. And the 2-point attempt is good as they run right in. And now they're just a field goal away from tying it. But first they got to make this stop against Arizona. Here's Norris.
Go.
Here's Norris on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
Go.
There's a flag. It's against the Heat. That's going to help the Terrapins a lot. Has a 2nd and 20 now. Yeah, this penalty is going to help Montreal a lot. As now they only have to defend for. Now they have more to defend. It's 3rd and 14.
Hike.
Caught by Nelson. First down, Arizona. We are about to approach the 2-minute warning. And just like that, the Terrapins will use their first timeout. That's their first of the 3.
Said hike.
Here's Norris. Two-minute warning has struck here in Montreal, Quebec.
Go.
And Arizona scores. The Heat have extended their lead, and it's likely going to be a 10-point lead. And now Montreal is down by 10. They have a minute 53. They need a touchdown or a field goal plus, and then they need to score whatever they don't score on this drive to tie it.
Go.
Incomplete. Terrapins are going a little too fast. Even though there's only a minute 48, they still need to be at a specific pace.
Go.
Incomplete again. 3rd and 10. Henderson on the drop pass. Davidson begins to throw. It's incomplete again. Defended by Roberts. It's 4th down. Is this the dagger that kills the turtle?
Go.
Not yet, as Henderson gets a 1st down. Terrapins call their 2nd timeout. Catch is made by Romero. And Terrapins are out of timeouts. A turnover is the end of the game. Here's Davidson. He throws it. It's an 8-yard gain on the play. Montreal has to hurry up.
Tonight.
Caught by Henderson. 12-yard gain is 1st down. They still have to keep going, though. Terrapins are out of timeouts. It's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. And now the Terrapins will have a chance to think things over.
Go.
Davidson throws incomplete, but nearly game over by an interception. The longer this drive drags on, and now it is 4th down, and it looks like the Terrapins are going to kick the field goal here, which means on their next drive they will need a touchdown. And that is if they retain possession. The kick is... Ooh, it's barely good. It's 20-27. Arizona's up in front. There's 1 minute to go. The Terrapins will need this 4th and 12 conversion.
Hike.
Quick pass. Caught by Shaw. They will get the conversion. And they're going to do the no-huddle thing all over again.
Hike.
Here's another pass. Caught by Henderson again. 18 more yards. It's 1st and 10. Davidson throws it to the right. Caught by Stanley. 8-yard gain. 30 seconds left. They still have to keep going. Quick pass. Caught by Henderson. He's still on his feet. 19 seconds left. There's not much time left. Quick pass. Incomplete. He dropped the ball, and it might have been for the better as there's only 10 seconds left. Terrapins had a chance to think this play over. Here's Davidson. He throws it. Incomplete. 3rd down. The Terrapins need a touchdown to tie the game. and send this one to overtime. Here's Davidson. He throws it. Touchdown! Terrapins score. And this game is going to be tied as long as the PAT is good. Let's see what the PAT is like, because they already missed one. PAT is good, but not by much. He almost missed that. And it is 27-27. We are likely going to have a playoff overtime game. It's 27 all. Arizona has 5 seconds to work with. They have all their timeouts. So do whatever it takes to get as far down the field as possible and then kick the game winner if you are the Arizona Heat. Odds are very unlikely, though. Here's Nelson. They might do it. And that is too much. The clock expires. And overtime is underway. The rules in overtime are different in the playoffs than they are in the regular season. Usually, in the regular season, if the first period of overtime ends, the game ends in a tie. However, since this is a playoff game, that rule is not in effect, which means overtime period will continue until someone wins. Which means there could be double overtime, triple overtime, however long it takes to win. Arizona will start first. Each team will get at least one drive, unless if the drive ends with a touchdown or a safety. Hopefully Access Football changes that in Access 27 to what the NFL rules are nowadays. It is another first down. Arizona just needs to score a touchdown to get this playoff overtime win. This will be the longest UAFL game of the postseason so far. Arizona's sacked. It is 2nd and 13, tackled by Bishop. Here's Norris. He throws it very deep. It is caught by Nelson. Arizona's 15 yards away from a playoff win. Here's Norris on first down. They're going to run the ball. It's going to be a loss of 3. A field goal does not end the game. A touchdown will, though. Here's Norris. He steps back to pass. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down. They need 13 yards to continue this drive. And 18 for a touchdown. Here's Norris. He's going to run this one, and that is going to end this drive with a field goal. However, that puts some pressure on Montreal, even though the game doesn't end, because if the Terrapins do not score on their next drive, then the Arizona Heat will win on turnover. So here's the scenarios if you're Montreal. If you do not score on this drive, then you will lose. If Montreal scores a field goal, then the game will continue and Arizona will get possession of the ball. But if Montreal scores a touchdown, then the Terrapins will win the game. So it's 3 different scenarios. They want to aim for a touchdown, but if they can't get a touchdown, they should at least get a field goal. If they don't get either, they are eliminated. So here's Davidson on 1st and 10. He throws it really deep. Incomplete. Horton was on defense. He also, a turnover for any reason will also end the game. Here's Davidson. Throws it. It's going to be a 9-yard gain. It's 3rd and 1. They have an extra down that they will be using because they will need to. Also, the game ends, I think, when the overtime period ends as well, unless if the game is still tied. Quick pass, caught by Shaw for a 1st down. It is about almost 8:30 now. This game has definitely gone on for a while. Yes, I'm still here. That's how I know. The UAFL, this game is taking forever. My remote play only does that if it's been at least an hour since we touched the screen. So 3rd and 6, 5 minutes in the first period of overtime. Intercepted! This game is over. Arizona is moving on to the divisional round. And in overtime, the defense wins the game for the Heat, and Arizona is off to round 3. What a game. I just have to say, because this game went into overtime, both of these two teams technically deserve to move on, but only one can. And that one happens to go to Arizona. And that will wrap up our 8th and final game of the wildcard round. Coming tomorrow, we have the divisional round, featuring all of the winners from the wildcard round. Stick around because there's a lot at stake in the next round of the playoffs. As for Montreal fans, thank you for being a good Canadian team this season, because we didn't have a single other one from this entire season. So I just want to thank the Montreal Terrapins for actually being good, because I want at least one Canadian team to make the playoffs every season. And that also means all 7 Canadian teams are now officially eliminated, making it impossible for the Cup to go to Canada this season. As there is still 7 American teams and 1 Mexican team left in the playoffs. As that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching the UAFL. It has been a very long game, and we will see y'all next time.